For the 2-1 work together, the instructions say for each T account, label the debit and credit side, select the increase on the increase side, and select decrease on the decrease side, and then identify the normal balance side. So a couple things. You could go through and select debit and credit for every single one. Debit is always on the left. Credit is always on the right. Doesn't matter what the account is. Debit on the left, credit on the right. So you could pause this video if you would like. Go through, select debit and credit for every account. Debit on the left, credit on the right. The next one says to select the increase on the increase side and the decrease on the decrease side. So in order to do that, you have to know, is the account an asset, a liability, or an owner's equity? You have to have that first, and then you could tell what side it increases on and what side it decreases on. So cash, we know that's our favorite asset. So cash is an asset. It's on the left side of the accounting equation. It might be a good idea as you're going through these to pull up our note guide, and you'll see here that in the note guide on the 2-1, you have a really good visual of our accounting equation here, assets equal liabilities and owner's equity. That's a good reminder. So like I said, assets increase on the left. So I'm going to go in and put increase here. If they increase on the left, they have to decrease on the right. You always have one increase and one decrease. Normal balance is the same thing as saying what side does the account increase on. So cash is an asset, increases with a debit, so the normal balance is a debit. So this is the process that we're going to go through for each transaction. This 2-1 visual be really helpful as you go through. And I'll do a couple more with you here. Accounts receivable, it's another asset. All of the assets are going to look exactly the same. They increase with the debit. They decrease with the credit. The normal balance is always going to be the same as the side that it increases on. So that's a debit. And we're going to go through all of these, the exact same bunch of assets in a row, so it's all going to look the same. Supplies, prepaid, insurance. Okay, accounts payable. Accounts payable is a liability. So I'm going to look back here at our graphic. Liabilities increase with the credit. So the credit side is going to have increase. Debit side is going to have decrease. And our normal balance is the same thing as what side does it increase on? So that'd be credit. So that is what a liability example looks like. It'll look the exact same for this accounts payable. And the last one here, Mark Vogel Capital. That is our owner's equity account. Owner's equity is on the right side of the accounting equation, so it increases on the right. Right side is the credit side. Increase, decrease, normal balance has to be a credit. So that is what you'll do for each account. All the assets will look identical. All the accounts payable, liabilities will look identical. All owner's equity will look identical. The key is knowing that it's an asset, a liability, or an owner's equity account, and then you can fill it out from there.